Hello everyone. Let us examine the position of food processing industry in India. The Indian food industry is poised for a huge growth. In 11 to 16, Indian exports of processed food and related products inclusive of animal products grew of 11.74%. Main export destinations are Middle East and Southeast Asia. Indian exports stood at 11.3 billion. So Indian food industry therefore is taking the world food trade by storm. The food sector has emerged as a high growth and high profit sector. It has got immense potential in value addition, especially food processing. It is currently valued at 39.71 billion US dollars. Its CAGR expectation is 11% per annum to reach 65 billion by 2018. Food and grocery account for 31% of India's consumption basket internally. So you can expect more people coming into India to sell to Indians than for Indians selling outside. Please note. According to about 32% of the country's total food market, the growth and development in food processing industry, it takes over that. There are JV, foreign collaboration, industrial licenses, 100% EOUs, and a lot of sanctions are being made. The Indian food and grocery market is the sixth largest in the world, accounting for 70% of the sales. Indian food retail market is reached 61 lakh crore or 915 billion by 2020. Indian food processing industry accounts for 32% of the total food market, and it is ranked fifth in terms of production, consumption, export and expected growth. It contributes 14% of GDP, 13% of exports and 6% of industrial investment. Food service industry expected to reach 78 billion by 2018. Indian gourmet food market is valued at 1.3 billion and is growing at 20% per annum. India's organic food market is expected to increase 3 times by 2020. The online food ordering business in India is in its nascent stage but witnessing an exponential growth. The organized food business in India is worth about 48 billion, of which food delivery accounts for 15 billion, with online food delivery players like Foodpanda, Zomato, TinyOwl, Swiggy. They are building scale through partnership. The organized food business has a huge potential and a promising future. The online food delivery industry grew at 150% year on year, with an estimated gross merchandise value of 300 million in 2016. According to the data provided by DIPP, the food processing sector has received 7.47 billion worth of foreign direct investment 2000 to 2016. The CIA estimates that food processing sectors have the potential to attract about 33 billion of investment in the next 10 years and generate a lot of employment of 9 million person days. The Republic of Poland has highlighted keen interest by Polish companies in food sector in India. Now, what are the investments in recent past which will affect our share prices? US-based food company Cargill Inc. aims to double its branded consumer business in India by 2020 by doubling its retail reach to about 8 lakh outlets and increase market share to become the national leader in the sunflower oil category, which will help the company be among the top 3 leading brands in India. So ITC beware. Mad Over Donuts MOD outlines plans for expanding its operations in India by opening 9 new MOD stores by March 2017. Danone SA plans to focus the nutrition business in India. It is the fastest growing market in South Asia by launching 10 new products in 2017, aiming to double its revenue in India by 2020. Uber Technologies plans to launch Uber Eats, a food delivery business in India, food delivery service with investments made across multiple cities and regions. DeBella, Australia-based coffee chain, plans to invest 67 crore for setting up around 20 new outlets in Mumbai, besides entering Delhi and Bangalore by 2017. KKR and Company LP, the US-based private equity firm, plans to invest 520 crore in dairy company Quality Limited, which will be used to strengthen the milk procurement infrastructure and increase processing capacity. Henry Ford Health Systems, his US-based health and wellness group, plans to enter India by signing a franchise partnership with Chandigarh-based hospitality and food services Qualis Hospitality, set up culinary wellness branded stores across the country. Mondelez International, US-based confectionery food and beverage major, inaugurated its new manufacturing plant in Andhra Pradesh, set up at 1265 crore with an annual production capacity of 2.5 lakh tons. Pure Circle, a Malaysia-based natural sweetener producer, plans to invest 1300 crore in India to set up a manufacturing plant and make the country a regional production hub and export hub in the next 5 years. Swiggy, the food delivery startup owned by Bundle Technologies Private Limited, has raised 230 crore in a Series C funding round with its existing investors Saif Partner, Axel Partner, Norwest Venture, Appellate Asia contributing 79%. Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, Amul, plans to invest 5,000 crore to establish 10 new processing plants and expand current capacity to 32 million litres per day by 2020. Private equity firm India Value Fund Advisors plans to invest 100 to 150 million in the food business in India over the next 2 years. Zomato, restaurant search and discovery platform, has raised 60 million from Singapore government-owned investment company Temasek, along with existing investor VV Capital, in order to explore new business verticals. ITC Limited plans to invest 800 crore to set up a world-class food processing facility in Medak, Telangana. Company has formulated plans to enter dairy market. Now, what are the government initiatives? In Union Budget, the Government of India has set up a drug processing infra fund worth 8,000 crore. Union Budget 16-17 proposed 100% FDI through FIPB route in marketing of food products and produced manufactured in India. Government of India has relaxed FDI norms for the sector, allowing up to 100% FDI in food product e-commerce through automatic route. Food Safety Standards Authority of India plans to invest 482 crore to strengthen the food testing infrastructure in India, upgrading 59 existing food testing laboratories, setting up 62 new mobile testing labs in the country. Indian Council for Fertilizer and Nutrient Research will adopt international best practices for research in fertilizer sector to enable farmers to get good quality fertilizers at affordable rates and achieve food security. The Government of India allocated 1,500 crore and announced various measures under the Merchandise Exports for India scheme, including setting up agencies for aquaculture and fisheries in coastal states and export incentives for marine products. Government of India plans to allow 2 Indian dairy companies, Parag Milk Foods and Schreiber Dynamics Dairies, to export milk products to Russia for 6 months after these companies got approval for their products by Russian inspection authorities. The Har Simrat Kaur Badal, Government of India, the first kind 136 crore mega international food park in Dabawala Kalan, Punjab. She has also expressed confidence that decision to allow 100% FDI in multi-brand retail with 100% local sourcing condition will act as a catalyst for food processing sector, controlling inflation. FSSAI has issued new rules for importing products to address concerns over entry of substandard items, simplifying the process by setting up shelf life norms and relaxing labeling guidelines. Ministry of Food Processing Industries announced a scheme of human resource development in the food processing sector. HRD scheme is being implemented through state governments, creation of infrastructure, entrepreneurship development, food processing center, training at recognized institutions. FSSAI under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Food Safety and Standards. Food Safety and Standards brought out in 2011 and Regulations 2011. For food products, Spices Board set up by Ministry of Commerce to develop promote Indian spices worldwide by spending $3 billion in 2017. Government of India has approved setting up of 5 numbers of mega food parks in Bihar, Maharashtra, Himachal Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. It plans to set up 42 mega food parks. AP, Telangana are excluded. Wow. Going forward, the adoption of food safety and quality assurance mechanism like total quality management including ISO 9000, ISO 22000, hazard analysis and critical control points, good manufacturing practices, good hygiene practices by food processing industry offers several benefits. It will enable adherence to strict quality and hygiene norms. That's one thing that we are lacking in at the moment. Good. So this is the now time for us to look at food processing. And what are the states where you have agricultural export zones? Punjab is one, Gujarat is one, Uttaranchal is one, Assam is one, West Bengal, Maharashtra, Karnataka. These are the places where you have export thrust.